On July 7th, 2025, police responded to a Walmart for a shoplifting incident. What seemed like a routine call quickly became more complicated when they recognized the suspect, Rachel. The officer's immediate familiarity with her name tells us this isn't her first encounter with law enforcement.
Did we deal with you before?
She looks familiar.
Yeah.
It's been a while ago.
What happened to your knee?
Oh, it's been a long one.
Just did they already give you a rundown of what's going on, I assume, before they brought you back here?
She admitted she
Okay.
noticed that she.
Okay.
Did I miss my court date?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, Warrant did.
Do you have a driver's license in your purse? Or ID
No,
card?
because they didn't give me my ID. I don't know why. I waited and waited. I was at the shelter and asked her if they had my ID, and she said that she sent it back to the post office.
Okay. Alright.
What's your name?
You'll find. That does sound familiar.
Which it sounds familiar. Yeah, you've been around me before. You know me.
What's your social racial?
I'm just broke. I have no money. I need to get a job.
24, I got one by social.
I gotta get surgery.
What's your date of birth, man?
I gotta get surgery on my knees, so I can't work. I'm just
24.
It's not gonna miss me somebody.
You've been walking around this store for like 2 hours.
Rachel Eastern Avenue suspended. There's an active 15.
I knew it sounded
Three of
familiar.
this agency stand by empty.
What's that, Warrant?
Hard copy.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew your name. So you said your name. I knew you got a warrant. So I said your name
I
yesterday.
wasn't for sure where my court date was. I don't know. I'm such a asshole. I'm gonna be sitting in jail for a while.
I don't know. You're on probation or anything?
Yeah. Is it gonna make me sit there?
You're clear.
5 point.
Rachel mentioned she has a warrant, showing she knew this was hanging over her head. When asked for identification, there's confusion and delay tactics. Then comes the first major contradiction. She claims she has knee surgery and can't work, but the officer points out she's been walking around the store for 2 hours. If your knee prevents you from working, how are you casually shopping for 2 hours? This is where her excuse starts falling apart. Her actions don't match her words, and it sets the tone for everything that follows.
It's a failure to appear warrant. I would imagine you'll
You've
see a
already
judge in
done
the
a 47
morning,
on your
depending
welfare
upon
check
what your
guide,
probation
you've done
decides to do. If your probation violates you, if Cheyenne violates you, then maybe a few days longer or whatever.
He
But
is gonna violate me. I just got a feeling he is.
Celebration for it.
Petty theft from 3 years ago,
That's for the.
or longer than that.
Why do you violate you? Not checking out or what?
He didn't violate me, but I'm sure he's going to. I don't
Oh,
know.
that was a PD though.
He's
so I'll forego the summons, then I'll just direct charge it.
What do you say?
Oh,
What do you say?
oh, nothing. I'm just going to attach if they want, in the event they want charges, which depending upon what the value of the items you took were, they probably will.
Rachel knows she has a warrant from a missed court date back in January, 7 months ago. That's not an oversight. That's avoidance. Worse, she's on probation, which means this shoplifting charge could violate her probation terms and send her back to jail for her original offense.
Then I just leave it for jail. I don't
We're
know.
gonna have to, because she has priors.
Ah, okay.
And,
Oh man.
She been barred.
2 years ago. But at the top, I'm pretty sure it just has to, I think she ran. Yeah. So they had to go catch
Well, I do. I ran.
No, you were in office, but,
I didn't run. I definitely didn't run.
bag and stuff.
You have gloves by chance?
Yeah.
On you?
But,
I didn't grab any out of my car.
yeah, it looks like we got a trespass on her. Yeah, she was already trespassed.
Oh, I got
I've got rubber gloves in my car too.
Just over real quick, I'll grab the board behind here. Due to the prior, Rachel, we're gonna have to bar you again. signed the last one, but I'll go over it again for you. That's all Walmarts in the world. That's Sam's Clubs and the Murphy gas stations. So if someone's shopping for you and you're seeing in the parking lot, technically they can call and you can be arrested for criminal trespass just being in the parking lot.
I printed it out for you.
Oh, okay.
That way you got a copy of it.
Perfect.
You know, to prove to the judge that she was already trespassed.
I was just making sure. He said he had to do another one, so.
Well, we always do a second one to re-up.
Gotcha. Oh, that.
Here's where it gets legally serious. Rachel was previously trespassed from Walmart, meaning she was officially banned after a prior incident. Returning after being trespassed isn't just shoplifting anymore. It's criminal trespass, a separate charge. The officer explains her ban covers all Walmarts worldwide, Sam's Clubs, and Murphy gas stations. If she's even spotted in the parking lot while someone else shops, she can be arrested.
So that restarts the time.
Yeah.
To re-enter.
Because you guys do it every 2 years now, don't you?
It's usually 2 years, but if they run, we hit them for more than 2 years.
We have 1 year, 2 year, or indefinite,
I gotcha.
depending on what goes on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So from my standpoint right now, Rachel, just being upfront with you, you're going to go to jail on the warrant, okay?
Yeah.
Sounds like you were barred from here previously from a theft, so you're going to be charged additionally with criminal trespass, and then the theft of the items taken, okay?
No.
2 months ago.
So my advice to you, once you get all this stuff taken care of, you probably ought to go to the hospital and get your knee looked at
Yeah, I got
On that.
prior to going in a store and trying to steal some clothes. Seems to be.
I don't have any clothes. So much shit. So much.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, there's plenty of people running around town right now handing out clothes, loads, and I mean loads of clothes. I see them all over town handing out clothes on tables. Ladies from here too.
Like I said, the only receipt we have right now is for the popcorn that she's got there with her. And is that receipt in the bag?
There's stuff in the bag.
All inside the bag.
Yeah, some of that spray, makeup, stuff like, or the cans and stuff were taken in here.
That's my son.
Nothing that's gonna stick me, stab me, or anything in there. No open needles. What's the medications?
My Lyrica. I got it.
I just have a question for your security people.
What's that?
Do you know if they have, one of our cell phones just has the remote for a car that broke into and a cell phone was stolen. And the people down on 2nd Street told me that they was bringing it out to this machine to dump it. And it would have been in like the last 3 hours.
Any kind of force, we'll do that.
What kind of drugs do you use? What kind of drugs do you use?
A member of maintenance of the pharmacy for trash pickup, please. A member of maintenance of the pharmacy for trash pickup.
Pain pills. You snort your. You snort your.
No, that's,
You just take those. Are you prescribed?
no, don't prescribe the Lyrica.
The inventory reveals Rachel's poor priorities. She has a receipt for popcorn, one cheap item, but bags full of stolen merchandise, spray makeup, cans, gummy bears, and clothes. She's even wearing stolen shoes, having swapped her old pair in the store. Most telling, she actually bought a cell phone and phone card, expensive items, but stole shoes, clothes, makeup, and food. The officer nails it. Your priorities are a little out of whack. If you have money for a phone, you have money for necessities. When asked about drugs, Rachel mentions pain pills but can't provide proof of a prescription. This isn't about poverty, it's about choices, and possibly addiction driving those choices.
Yeah, I've never had issues with it. just go so back with it sometimes.
Where'd you get the?
Before I got my ear done, my hand gave it to me because my knee, it bothered me so bad. I may go in here.
I don't really put anything here. I'll just go through this more thoroughly at the jail. Can't wait to throwing shit in there. Yeah, these aren't yours.
I got
You do. Okay. I got a bag in the car too. I'll just get through all that at the jail. This stuff's all yours.
Well, the phone's in there. You can buy it. You want a cord too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be hers.
Yeah, we'll hang on to whatever she takes.
She's got some like cup. The rest of the stuff's ours except for the trash. And then of course those on her feet are ours. And then
Get those off.
Hey, we back there by the, did she put them on an end cap or on?
I'll go get them.
Okay.
I remember where she put them. I'll go get your old ones, okay?
Yeah.
So you always try to leave
I mean, you're gonna get to buy a cell phone, you should buy a pair of shoes, you know what I mean?
Priorities.
You know, you're talking about holding it, you're buying a cell phone. You gotta,
Yeah, it seems like the priorities are a little out of whack.
Yeah, you're right. I gotta get my shit together.
You need to work with your probation officer to help you get your shit together.
Because I don't want.
Because like everybody that I talk to that gets themselves in this mess and they're on probation and shit like that, there's plenty, more than enough fucking resources out there. Obviously, not that I can provide you right this second, but that your probation officer and the courts can help you with.
If you never contact the probation officer, how is this going to help you?
Trust me, they don't want your ass on probation.
I don't want to chase you down and offer you help.
I know.
The faster they can get you off probation, the better. And the more willing you are to work with them and get yourself off probation, the faster they get you off probation and get you off on the right foot, so you're not having to steal shoes and buy a phone and steal gummy bears and buy a phone card. You know what I mean?
That's
And then steal clothes when there's places out there donating clothes out by the metric ton all over Chillicothe.
Pulling out of the dumpsters.
Yeah, and not even out of the Goodwill places, but people just handing them out on tables from their own houses. They're behind Valero almost every day.
The officer delivers a reality check. There are tons of free resources Rachel isn't using. People are giving away clothes by the metric ton all over town. He even mentions a specific location behind a Valero station. Her excuse about needing clothes is invalid. The resources exist. He explains that probation officers want people off probation successfully, not chasing them down. They have too many cases to waste time on people who won't engage. But Rachel has to meet them halfway by showing up, following through, and accepting help. The officer says it plainly. This isn't the crime of the century. It's just somebody who made bad decisions and isn't prioritizing their life. There's empathy here, but also accountability. Rachel seems to understand, but understanding and doing are different things.
It's always, I don't know.
we'll go get her see why he's getting the shoes.
So this I guess would be your chance to start working with your probation officer a little bit more closely
Yeah.
and dig into some of the untapped resources that you have to get you back on your feet. Because I mean, this for us is not the crime of the century. It's just somebody made a bad decision and isn't really prioritizing the shit that's going on in their life very well.
Prioritize the right way. You know, for my son, I wanted to do better.
How old's your son?
He's 13.
You have custody of him now?
Yeah.
What's he, I mean, where's he in school at?
Don't be digging through there yet.
I'm not. Put my money in there.
Okay.
Rachel reveals she has a 13-year-old son and says, "I wanted to do better for my son." This changes everything. She's not just affecting herself, she's setting an example for a teenager at a critical age.
Are you looking that bad for 2 hours in here? On camera?
Listen, look at my.
Are you looking that bad for 2 hours?
Listen, it moves around on my knee, like it bothers me. Like.
No, I had all this time to get a hold of me.
I caught her a year ago.
It was January.
Yep, we ready.
So 7 months ago. 6 months ago.
You're trying to get it closed away.
Yeah, I got it.
They called you, told you it was here, but she had priors.
Yeah.
She scanned it.
We're just gonna walk straight out that way where the cruisers are. I don't know if we can get out that side. We'll just go out this door right here. I don't think we can get out that one. Go straight over to that first cruiser. I think so. Cell phone stolen out of the vehicle 3 hours ago. She had reason to believe it was sold to her. She's got to go to AT&T, print me off the info for the phone, and bring it back to me. There'll be an additional charge if I figure out who it was. She wants to charge us, so. All right. May have your purse. So you're up here with me. You guys put your hands in front of you. I'll cuff you in front, okay?
Yeah.
We're not fighting no buddies. Depending upon the cost of the phone. It's an iPhone 13, so it might not be as much as an older one. Good house in there. Nothing in your bra or in your underwear that's going to get found at the jail. No. So I'm not searching you, obviously, so, okay.
As they prepare to leave, another issue emerges. A stolen iPhone 13. The officer is waiting for phone records from AT&T to potentially connect Rachel to a vehicle theft. This suggests today's shoplifting might be part of a larger pattern. She could face additional charges if the phone is traced to her. The officer asks if she has contraband hidden on her person, warning that anything found at the jail means more charges. He cuts her handcuffs in front for comfort. A small gesture of humanity while still doing his job. As they walk to the cruiser, reality sets in. This is the walk from freedom to custody, from excuses to consequences. The "maybe I can talk my way out" phase is over. Rachel is trapped in what criminologists call the cycle of recidivism, repeating criminal behavior despite consequences. She has prior theft charges, she's on probation, she's been banned from Walmart before, yet here she is again doing the same thing. Why? She has real struggles, potential medical issues, poverty, a son to provide for, but struggles don't justify theft, especially when resources exist. The officer listed them: free clothes, programs, probation officer assistance. Accessing legitimate help requires paperwork, appointments, rules, and patience. Stealing feels like a shortcut when you're desperate, but it's a false shortcut that leads straight to jail, away from her son, and deeper into the system. The mention of pain pills suggests addiction might be driving her choices, making traditional help even harder to access. Rachel faces retail theft, criminal trespass, and a probation violation. The question, will this be a wake-up call or just another arrest in a long pattern? Statistics aren't encouraging. 68% of released prisoners are arrested again within 3 years. Every arrest makes jobs harder to find. Every court fee adds to a financial burden. But statistics don't determine individual outcomes. Change requires 3 things Rachel hasn't shown: acknowledging the real problem, not blaming external factors, accessing available resources, working with her probation officer, and making consistently different choices day after day. Government assistance exists: SNAP, Medicaid, housing help, job training, but you must apply and follow through. For someone who missed court and can't follow probation terms, that consistency might be the hardest part. The greatest gift she could give her 13-year-old son isn't stolen merchandise. It's showing him people can change, that accountability matters, and that you can choose a different path. The resources are there. Will she finally take them? That's up to her.